up, y'all? LB Sickning making another video for my sickos. He's about to review the new album. Rest my sin, 40-year-old rapper. Never give up. Right?
This is modern. Yeah, it's crazy you said that. Look, my niece gave me this when I felt like giving up one day. She's only 4, dude.
Always pray and never give up. That's dope.
You said that.
Check this out. We'll stop it and let you talk in between songs and shit.
Okay.
It's about an hour and a half worth of music. There's a couple songs on this video that didn't make the album. I'll tell you which one. 419. SicKKo ENT. Yo. They already wrote me off. When I go, I ain't expecting no heaven gates. Too many sins in my chest, too much hell to face. Black hoodie, black boots, still the same disgrace. If there's a piece on the other side, I ain't got a place.
You ever lose it all because you couldn't say no?
I stole the lyrics of this one from Luke Bryan and made it my own. Yeah. SicKKo ENT. This ain't just a bottle. It's a whole damn downfall. Yeah. He hit me like spare some change, just that man get a job. Pulled my hoodie tight, cold stare, hard as a stone. Started stepping past him like he wasn't even alive. He said, I get it, you think I'll just drink till I die. Said, I'll piss it, don't weigh on the fifth in a buzz like I chose this hell, but it is what it was. Like I ain't had the family or crib and some love, now I'm sleeping in shadows with fiends and the drugs. You looking at the bum, I'm a story you skip. Every song got a chapter about a script. Every shadow feel hollow, I'm chasing that fish, trying to drown out the voices screaming. You don't know Jack. Double shot, straight burn, no chaser. All black. Till you lose everything and your whole world cracks. Ain't no calling back what you had in the past. You don't know pain till the liquor hit your blood like a runaway train. If you think it's just a bottle, you're insane. What's in this brown paper sack has got a motherfucking name. He pulled out the pictures of these my little girls, smile so bright, hair curl this whole damn world. These their dresses innocent, stitched in the seams. Now they just ghosts in the corner of his dreams. Said the mama kicked them out, couldn't take no more lies. Said the booze turned the man into someone she despised. Said he watched it all crumble, but he still couldn't stop. Now he's begging for $1 next to the chill spot. Said you ever lose it all cause you couldn't say no? Ever watch your whole life just a roll real slow? Ever stare in the mirror, feel detached from your reflection? That demon in that glass ain't you, it's a product of obsession. You don't know Jack. Double shot, straight burn, no chaser. All black. Till you lose everything and your whole world cracks. Ain't no calling back what you had in the past. You don't know pain till the tendency conducting every move in your brain. You call it just a bottle, that's a dangerous game. This brown bags a tombstone slowly etching your name. If you never felt the fire in your veins like a curse, if you never felt the demon let it grow to feed the thirst, if you never stood toe to toe with your worst, then you don't understand how it drags you in the dirt. So don't look down on me like I chose this decay. Every step was a slip, every sip led the way from a man with a purpose to a shell in the rain. Now I bought my pride and silence the pain. Be grateful tonight, go embrace what you got. Kiss your kids, hold your girl, don't forget what I lost. When you pray, count it up, every blessing you stack. Thank God when you walking, you ain't walking in the boots. So Jack, hey, in the boots. So Jack, yeah, you don't know Jack. Ha. Thank God. 10 months sober. If I can do it, you can do it too. You don't know Jack. So the original song
Mm-hmm.
is Luke Bryan's "The Boots of Jack" or something like that. Or you don't know Jack, it's something along those lines. Yeah, shit came out in like 2010, something like that.
Okay, okay.
It's a country song, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that at all. You know what I mean? I made it my own.
Right on.
Go ahead.
Um,
Rate it 1 to 10. Tell me what you think, dog. Be real.
okay.
You ain't gonna hurt my
All right.
feelings.
I'm gonna give it a solid 7
Right.
because like I follow the lyrics, but like I feel like my journey right now, I have a lot of demons, and like we've talked in private, and you know, a lot of those demons I conquered, but the one demon that I haven't gotten yet is alcohol.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of was a little like everything else I listened to, I was like in it. You know what I'm saying? But like because I'm fighting that, like you said, it brings your like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be candy or ear candy in this case. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I fuck with it because it's definitely the last thing on my list that I need to accomplish.
I always feel like you don't start an album with your best work, nor do you end it with your best work.
Right, right.
Those are hellos and goodbyes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think you should start your album with something that's good enough to catch their attention. So I think that did it. I don't know. I'm not you. I'm not them. You know. Be right back. Forgot to kill that fan. All right, check this out. This is panel full of snakes.
Okay.
You know my homie boy Blue. You see me on his panel all the time. Sell out. Boy Blue. You smile in their face and you stab them in the back. Call it fam on stream, but you really just an act. Every word you cross tend to ash when you burn it. Loyalty, your word, you don't live, you just learn it. Talk to the phone line, but you pull the real life. Switch sides quick, like a coward in a fight. 1 minute, homie, next minute you expose it. You ain't build a circle, you just watch it keep closing. You desperate for attention, let anybody speak. Don't matter if they grimy or they morally weak. Got skeletons on your panel, you don't even vet names. Long as they can bring views, you don't care about the shame. You got a panel full of snakes, yeah, you let them all in. No standards, no code, just a circus for the win. Backstab king, yeah, you got your own crew. 40 years old, still don't know how to be true. Got a panel full of snakes, hitting feed up the mess. Say your own people just as chasing a nest stress. Big talk online, but your life don't move. Still stuck in the same place, nothing to do. 40 years deep and you're still in your mom's talking about a kingdom, but you living in a box. No growth, same cycle, same tired routine. Living off drama like it's part of your scheme. You platform anybody, don't matter what they did. Turned a blind eye quick, acting like a kid. No judgment here, no that ain't respect. That you selling out morals for a check and to connect. You ain't a leader, you just hosting chaos. Let the worst in the room boost your playlist stats. You don't stand for nothing, that's why you fall for law. A puppet with a platform, watching your rain. You got a panel full of snakes, and you let them all in. No standards, no code, it's a circus for the win. Backstab king, yeah, you cut your own crew. 40 years old, still don't know how to be true. Real ones left, cause they seen your game. Every stream another person that you try to blame. But the mirror don't lie when the lights go dim. All that dirt that he threw came right back to him. You chased pop ghosts, but you lost your soul. Every friend you had turned the story you sold. Ain't loyalty there, just a rotating cast. And everybody knows they ain't built to last. Your warning sign had a legacy name. Just a lesson in trust and a blueprint for shame. So keep that panel, keep the fake applause. You traded real life just to farm them claws. A panel full of snakes, and you don't wanna feed it up. A panel full of snakes. A panel full of snakes. What do you think, man?
When did this come out?
This album, July 9th.
I definitely would rate that at 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, spot on. Everybody got snakes in their group. Everyone has a Judas in their group, which then leads to a panel in this case.
Um, I mean, even right now, he just sold me out for $20.
Well,
I'm quote unquote kicked off the panel.
oh, that's what you were talking about
Mhm.
with the blood.
And then for one of my other friends, her birthday, she asked him to unblock me so I could come back. And then she asked me to come back. I'm like, I'm not coming back. Fuck him for a minute. Fuck him.
Yeah,
$20, bitch, you're gonna pay me 40 to come back because you're gonna lose all your views.
not for real. Sorry for it.
Right. Check this next one out, man. Do you remember the video game Booger Man that was on Sega Genesis?
Yes, you ran around flinging boogers at people. Yeah, I was like 3 or 4
Don't be
playing that
sickening.
game.
Don't be sickening. SicKKo Entertainment. Metamorphosis initiated. It's a grotesque garden. Booger menacing from the mucus abyss. Sinister savior with a flick of the wrist. Pick and projectile, biochemical bliss. Superhero, everybody calls sick. Booger man moving, yeah, the myth come alive. From repulsive to righteous when the innocent cry. Pick and flick, watch corruption collide. Filth under justice, I'm the plague that can't hide. Midnight alarm, sirens fracture in peace. Mass perpetrators yelling, everybody freeze. Tactical chaos hostages on their knees, but they anticipate a force like me. LB, sickening mind shifts, cycle change, gorgeous evolution, and we're breaking a change from a healing condition to a pathogen rain. Booger man form, yeah, weapon as a strange. Mazo excavation, yeah, sound absurd, but every single motion got I'm lost for words. Projectile precision, every flicks inferred is a calculated strike that is left in a nerve. Vicious ammunition junkies in my sight, now they blind in a panic trying to hit a pipe. Psychological warfare in the dead of the night, to discuss in the dominance I'm in the fight. Booger menacing from the mucus abyss. Sinister savior with a flick of the wrist. Pick and projectile, biochemical bliss. Superhero, everybody calls sick. Booger man moving, yeah, the myth come alive. From repulsive to righteous when the innocent cry. Pick and flick, watch corruption collide. Filth under justice, I'm the pig that can't hide. Vault still sealed, but the tension intense. Robbers disoriented, lost in suspense. One tried to rush, met resistance immense. Sticky innovation, now he's stuck to the fence. Yeah, it's grotesque, but the method effective. I'm picking my nose and use it as a weapon. Snot on my nostrils, big B on my T. When you're thinking disgust, please think of me. Hostages liberated, they in disbelief. I'm a revolting figure, but I brought relief. I ain't past pristine, I ain't just like a cheese, but I neutralize evil, eat boogers like beef. Authorities arrive, but I'm gone on a blink. Back to LB, sickening on the edge of the brain. From the filth of the body to the thrust of the thing, I redefine power from the lowest of links. They mock what they fear, they discuss what they doubt, but when chaos erupts, I'm what they scream about. From the depths of the gross, I emerge with a shout. Turn vile to virtue, that's what I'm about. Booger! Booger menacing from the mucus abyss. Sinister savior with a flick of the wrist. Pick and projectile, biochemical bliss. Superhero, everybody calls sick. Booger man moving, yeah, the myth come alive. From repulsive to righteous when the innocent cry. Pick and flick, watch corruption collide. Filth under justice, I'm the plague that can't hide. Booger! Pick your nose and eat your booger. Boogers! Booger! Pick your nose and eat your boogers. Wipe them on your wall. Booger.
Solid. I'll give it a solid 8.5. It gave me a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah, right. Where, like, I've noticed that if people don't know the video game, they can't stand the song.
Not fast. Like if I hadn't played that as a kid and I was young, that game came out before I was even born, but I would get babysat by my cousins. We'd go over there and they throw that game on.
Right.
Bro, it's a good game.
I would love to see a remake.
Yeah,
That'd be
that'd be
awesome.
awesome.
Well, that'd be cool if that song influenced a fucking remake. That'd be awesome as fuck. So, do you remember Sam Kinison?
Mhm.
The comedian Sam Kinison. How old are you?
29.
See, I'm 40. So, Sam Kinison died in, I think it was 93, 94, something like that. His brother was his manager. Sam Kinison was like a here today, gone tomorrow kind of guy. Right. Like, he was the fucking, I don't even know who to compare him to, man. There's really nobody to compare him to. He was an original. Like, he was the first person to. You need to get out of here. He was the first person to mix music with comedy, not just any music, rock and roll. You know, and it was definitely a loss, bro. I got to interview his brother on his Just Music podcast. You guys should check that out. Bill Kinnison on his Just Music podcast. I made an AI song one day. I was watching a bunch of documentaries about Sam, and I just decided to make a song about him. I wrote a bunch of lyrics, and I wasn't in the mode to make music at the time. I was doing a bunch of I wasn't in the mode to make music at the time, so I was doing a bunch of AI songs, writing lyrics and shit, but I just wasn't trying to record. I was depressed and shit. So I did the AI song and posted it on Instagram, and Sam's sister-in-law saw it and showed it to Bill, his brother, and they told me they liked it, and so I asked Bill for an interview, and he gave me one, dude. Yeah, it's in my top 5 favorite fucking interviews ever. I mean, I've known about Sam Kinison since I was a little boy. I remember watching him on HBO fucking real late at night, man, like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to be going to sleep for school. I'm sitting up watching Sam Kinison. So it was an honor, man. You'll probably figure out who he is by watching this video. In the album, you don't get to hear his voice. It's a legal thing. I got permission to do it for a YouTube video, but not to release it on the album.
Okay.
Just it is what it is. At least they gave me permission to do this with the video.
The fact that they even gave you permission.
Right. It's because of Bill. You know, why else would they?
Right.
You know. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, we remember it!
I'm like anybody else on the planet. I'm very moved by world hunger. I see the same commercials. Those little kids starving. I'm very depressed. And I watch these things on TV, and I see those commercials, and I look at it, and I go, God, how cruel, you know? You see the little kid out there, and I know the film crew could give this kid a sandwich.
I scream like Sam, voice cut through the night. Pain in my lungs, but I still hold tight. From the state to the grave, yeah, he lived that life. Laugh now, cry later, that's a sacrifice. I scream like Sam, let the demons out. Turn pain into power, that's what it's about. Middle finger high, yeah, wild and loud. Legends don't die, they just draw a crowd. Pentecostal past, fire in his chest. Preacher won the mic, but the devil got him next. Traded in the church for a bottle and a line, but the voice of a prophet still echoed every time. Loud like thunder when he hit that scream. Made pain feel funny, made chaos a dream. Didn't fit the mold, he was breaking the frame. You didn't tell jokes, you become the flame. Spotlight sinner with a halo cracked. Every laugh he gave had a heart attack. Life on the edge, never looking back. Burn fast, die loud, yeah, he lived like that. SicKKo! I scream like Sam, voice cut through the night. Pain in my lungs, but I still hold tight. From the stage to the grave, yeah, he lived that life. Laugh now, cry later, that's a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. Real ones know what the story is, not just the fame and the glory shit. Family pain and the background noise, loyalty louder than the fame and the toy. Bill Kinnison stepped in, took that fall. Demons at the door, he answered the call. Rehab changed for his brother's sins. That's blood right there, that's thicker than skin. While Sam was rising, losing control, Bill paid a price that'll swallow a soul. That's the part they skip when they tell that tale. Behind every scream is a brother in hell. Respect that fire, remember the cost. Not every living story shows what was lost. So when I scream, yeah, I scream it real. For the ones that were hurt but never got healed.
Highway lights, last ride home. Laugh turned to silence, so now you're gone. But that voice still echoes in a broken mind. Screams never die, just lost in time.
Fast life crashed like a mic drop hit. Death of Sam Kinison, yeah, we remember it. Desert road, last words in the air. Talking to God like he already there.
Some say wild, some say insane, but you don't feel truth if you don't feel pain. He didn't whisper, he kicked that door, and the whole world here what heard him before. So I channel that rage when I step in the booth. No filter, no mask, just pain and truth. If I go out, let it be the same. Loud, unapologetic, screaming God's name.
I scream like Sam, voice cut through the night. Pain in my lungs, but I still hold tight. From the stage to the grave, yeah, he lived that life. Laugh now, cry later, that's a sacrifice. I scream like Sam, let the demons out. Turn pain into power, that's what it's about. Middle finger high, yeah, I'm wild and loud. Legends don't die, they just draw a crowd.
Cool, that's time about a world hunger. That's I think I have the answer. We spent a lot of time working it out. And you want to stop world hunger? Stop sending our food. Don't send these people another blank. You want to send them something? You want to help? Send them U-Hauls. Send them U-Hauls, some luggage. Send them a guy out there that goes, hey, you know, we've been driving out here every day with your food for like the last 4 years. And we drive down here today across the desert, and it occurred to us there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! Desert! Understand how you live in the fucking desert! Nothing grows out here! Nothing's gonna grow out here! You see this? Huh? See this? This is sand. It's sand. You know it's gonna be 100 years from now, huh? It's gonna be sand! Fucking desert! Get sick, kid, get sick, we'll make more trip! We'll take you where the food is! Let peasants in America, we just don't live in an asshole!
Fucking legend.
I was gonna say solid 9,
Hell yeah.
mainly because of who it is and the legacy behind this man. I've seen his clips on Facebook, like be random, just scrolling on the reels, and he'll pop up a lot, but I didn't know.
Right. What an honor. You know what I mean?
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because when I did the interview, I asked him, I was like, dude, this is kind of giving me inspiration to actually do one myself, you know, so can I, you know, do whatever you want, man. You use all the content you want of them. Got that on video. That's dope, bro.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it took like 3 months for them to give me the okay on this, for that, but they wouldn't give me the okay on the album. It is what it is.
Still got on it.
Right. Got it on the video.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, whoever owns his content. I think it's Universal Studios, I believe. Yeah. Let's move on. Whoa.
Took his own life. She took her own life. I don't even have a life. He took his own life. She took her own life. She took her own life.
Often sit and wonder why he committed suicide. Was it just an accident? Were you trying to get high? Did you think about your kids? This is hard to simplify. Why'd you sacrifice your life just for one last ride? There's no dignity in the way you died. You could call me cold-hearted, but I didn't even cry. What do you say to the family when he knew right from right? Tears in his mother's eyes when she stood to testify. He took his own life, another line, another bill. Anything to help so we don't feel real. I wonder if he knew where the doze he was about to be killed for with real purple hills. It's a demon in the moon and I pray for the lost. It's a cold-hearted game, abominations to the cross. Severe, manic, depressive disorder. The suicide rate's about 20%.
She took her own life.
So we live in the age of AI,
Yeah.
right? But when it comes to this album, obviously every music video has AI in it, right? I mixed real life with AI, did my thing. As far as the music goes, there's only a few songs on here that have anything to do with AI, right? This is one of them. So my homie Edna Floretta, hold on a second. My homie Edna Floretta, that's what I like to call her. She painted this for me back in 2023. Name's right there. She was the very first. Let me rephrase this. My first YouTube channel that I had was, I don't know, fucking 2002 when YouTube first started, type shit. Dial-up connections, type shit. And she was the very first person to ever subscribe to me. She's still a fan today. 30 years of me doing music, you know what I mean? Because she's from my town, so she knew me when I was a little kid. She knew me when I started. She has been in my uncle's basement, type shit. If you read any bios about me, the shit in the books, you'll hear about my uncle. So yeah, this song is 3/4 AI. What I mean by that is the only thing that's really real on this is my rap. I rapped it. What I did is she has a video from way back in the day where she did this poetry, and I took her poetry and I turned it into a rap, and I took her voice from that video, threw it in the AI, and had it come up with this, and then I extended it in my studio to where it was missing a verse, and then I wrote my shit and spit it. But yeah, that song's dedicated to my friend Justin. There's other music about him. If you check out his past song called Choke, that's to Justin. Justin also played in the music video Frozen. In the video, he plays as a person that died from drugs. And then months later, he dies in real life from drugs. So I talk about that a lot, you know. I don't know. What you think, dude?
9.
Really?
I like the visuals. They kind of was like training wheels for what, the message you had was, and what anybody else might, interpret. You listen to an audio book, you know what I mean?
Right.
You have multiple people in a room. They're all going to visualize something different. You know what I mean? But that definitely helped.
For sure. I love, like, a lot of people, a lot of people are crying about AI. You see it every day. And if I see you crying about AI, dude, you realize how stupid you sound? AI has been around since the fucking 80s, 70s and 80s. I don't know, when did the first computer come? In the 50s? Guess what that is? That's artificial intelligence. You know what a television is? It's artificial intelligence. And do you know what a radio is? That's artificial intelligence. This is just really, really amped up fucking artificial intelligence. They just made it really, really, really smart.
When the tool's utilized right, it shouldn't be cried about.
Right. That's the difference in my art and a lot of other people's. A lot of people are fucking making AI slop. That's where you just make something in 30 seconds. I spent like 3 hours on that song. 3-4 hours on that song. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we're not the same.
Right. Do you know what I mean? Let's continue. I love you, Edna. We live in the age of AI. Listen, man. Not every damn thing is AI. Stop crying. Listen, check it out. Bitch, I recognize you intrigued. An obsessive gravitation, a kind of sick fascination, fueled with infatuation. This isn't salvation. Abandon that narration. We nurture devastation. A mutual detonation. You're magnetized to me, a mirror of the polarity. They label me sickening, devoid of sanctity. Emancipate souls with this a simple perception of vital romance built on dark introspection. They designate me sickening, anomalous cognition, a paradoxical entity plagued with premonition. No celestial imagery, no divine attribution, just a product of drama, refined and ammunition. No ceremony, no bias, no ornamental display. I deconstructed love, identity, growth and decay. You solicit devotion, dismember the thesis. What is here is obsolete and deceit never cease. Lexical precision, every sentence incision. The syllables serrated with malignant intention of superficial antics. No performative guise. I architect my empire from the collapse of your lies. Metamorphic evolution when I entered the past. Now wall in the personal construct stays off too fast. You fantasize eternity, I repudiate the scheme. I guess I'm not meant for love, I'm chasing a dream. That one empirical truth I continually observe is the clinical exodus of those who converge. From nocturnal emergence to dino decline, an infinite loop of the fractured and blind. Perhaps we'll transcend into something refined. Perhaps construct meaning that isn't malign. Until then remain distant, peripheral gaze. Well, I'll take over this city in a nihilist stand. Recognize your intrigue. An obsessive gravitation, a synaptic fascination, fueled with infatuation. This is a salvation, abandon that narration. I do not need your devastation, a mutual detonation. You're magnetized to me, mirror the polarity. They label me sickening, devoid of sanctity. Emancipate souls of this a simple perception of volatile romance, built with dark introspection. Do not misinterpret my presence in congregations. I remain in isolation despite those approximations. Yes, there was conversion, was momentary ignition, but do not conflate that with permanent position. Maybe we're in love in other dimensions, alternate environments, alternate intentions. You'll never decipher the state of my mind. I got schizophrenic thoughts and I'm feeling you do this entanglement, so do I reciprocate. No necessity for truth that disintegrate into fake excessive ego. Excessive remnants of pain, phantoms of history that essentially remain. You articulate permanent, I interpret illusions. Witness too many indies to invest in delusion. We collided impossible with chemistry on plan. Do not misdiagnose that as something that stands. One empirical truth I can continually observe. It's the sickening exodus of those who converge. From nocturnal emergence to dino decline, an infinite loop of the fractured and blind. Perhaps we'll transcend into something refined. Perhaps construct meaning that isn't malign. And until they remain distant, remain distant. You understand what I mean? You stay the fuck away from me. Sarah, again, Destiny, Nikki. Stay the fuck away from me. What's this? Get up. Rapping and shit. Letting the beat ride, let the beat ride, let the beat ride. I'll be sitting it. SicKKo ENT. I'm here to let some shit out. Hey, yo, Nikki. How the fuck you gonna kill somebody, psycho? What the fuck? Yo. I know I have my flaws, but nothing compared to what these bitches did. Check it. Have you ever been in love with a bitch and she just a hoe? Sing along. From nocturnal emergence to dino decline, an infinite loop of the fractured and blind. Perhaps we'll transcend into something refined. Perhaps construct meaning that isn't malign. Until then remain distant, peripheral gaze. So I'll take over the city and a nihilist. I recognize your intrigue and obsessive gravitation of seductive fascination fueled with infatuation. This isn't salvation, abandon that narration. I do not make a devastation, a mutual detonation. We magnetize to me, a fear of the polarity. They label me sickning, devoid of sanctity. I'll emancipate souls like this is simple perception of volatile romance built on dark introspection. Alright, so this album is called Rest My Sin. 40-year-old rapper, that song is called Rest My Sin. There's a lot of sin in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Did you recognize somebody or something?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there somebody that looks familiar?
I was gonna just jump straight into it real quick and give this. Look, this might shock you, but I'm gonna give this one a 9.5.
Wow.
All right. You really gotta know who this song was like primarily over, and I just so happen to be like in the midst of both sides, so it struck me like, all right, I fuck with him. You know what I mean? I really messed with that.
The bitch don't know about the time that she got fucked behind a dumpster and I was across the alleyway watching the whole time. And then 3 months later, you know, she got sick of me treating her like shit
Right.
and left. Thank you for the 3 months of the money, bitch. Karma. Now she's getting married to the same dude she was cheating on me with. Or she just got married, I guess. I don't know. I've been told. I don't fucking pay attention to the hoe no more.
But yeah, that's wild.
You remember I got petty, went on her Facebook.
Yeah.
By the way, that's not what she looks like. That just represents her.
Yeah. And then like the background, it was like Marcos in like almost every scene she was in.
That's where we worked.
Yep. We all worked there.
It's like if you know kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think that's why you have such a high score for that, because you know the
facts.
story.
Mhm.
But I said more than just about her, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. It wasn't just her. There was definitely others that were on the same team, same time.
Yeah.
That was just the most recent.
Tune in for part 2.